Welcome back to Dungeons and Chronic. Joshua here. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. In this little video, I'm gonna make a fairy ring. Real quick, I made this little tree stump with a piece of foam, an axe, and this anvil. I got a video coming soon, hopefully. I have it on my other phone and the phone's not charging. So real quick, I just want to tell you a couple of things I'm using. You know, alpha knife, a pencil, something to trace out your circle with, a piece of foam, some super glue, some hot glue, a couple of toothpicks, some googly eyes. I found these little foam balls. I'm using some of those. Few pieces of foam. That's how I made those. And I also found these beads. And they're kind of like perfect. They're the perfect size. And I don't know if you can see this. It has a little hole. Not a hole, but like a little indent in the back. And it's kind of perfect to glue the little toothpick in it, like this. This one here, oops, sorry. This one here is from a piece of this acorn. It's the same ones that I use for here. Sorry about my shaky hands. And I'm also gonna do one with hot glue. You know, you need like a non-stick pan or a baking sheet or something so it don't stick on it. So one of the first things we're gonna do, well, I already did, we're gonna take some of these googly eyes and take a little earring, poke a hole through them so it'll be easier to glue. And we're gonna take some of these foam and cut them in half. And this will be a mushroom. There you go, that's the foam one. Do one with this little bead. I'm gonna get a little bit of hot glue on my toothpick. For this one here, that's with the pine cone. Just take an alpha knife and look for a small piece. Take this one right here. Get under it carefully. You know, something like this. And you get some glue on it. And let's do a googly eye one. I already got poked a hole through it to make it easier. don't think I even have to glue this one. Oh, maybe I do. Let's get some glue on it. And for the circle itself, like I said, you get a piece of foam, something to trace the outer circle and the inner circle, and just cut it out, you know, as best as you can. Let's get some of these painted up. I'm not really gonna paint these up. Let's just give it a little light brushing on it because I think the color's pretty cool. As far as paint, I want them like a bright colory, you know, so I want a dark color with a light contrast. You know, I got a red and a pink, some kind of blue and a sky blue, some kind of purple and a lighter purple, violet, or whatever you want to call it, a forest green and a lime green, you know. So we're gonna give it first, you know, the dark color, and then a little bit of the light color on top, like a dry brushing. I gave the ones that I felt needed a base coat, like the googly eyes and the little beads. These, I don't think I'll give them a base coat. I like them like this, maybe give them a highlight. And the same thing with the color foam ones. I gave it a base coat. I also notched out where exactly I want all the mushrooms at. I'm not sure if I'm gonna flock this or just paint it, but I probably will give it a little bit of my homemade flocking. For this one here, I'm just trying to put white dots. If that doesn't work, I'll just give it a dry brushing of white. I think I went a little overboard, but I also like it. I don't know, let me know what you think. While the ring and the ones I base painted are drying up, I'm gonna show you another way. With hot glue. Pour a little bit. Try to whiz it like a circle. It goes dry. They dry fairly quick in the non-stick cook pan. You know, you just cut it off a little bit. And that'll be your results of your hot glue mushroom. I'm just showing you different ways you can make them, you know, depending on what you got available. Get this one just a little bit of white on the top. This one here is gonna get this, what is this? It says African Violet. I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna wait for this one to dry and paint another one. This one I'm gonna use these 2 colors. I know the colors I'm using are probably not realistic for mushrooms, but I want it like enchanted, like, you know, fairy, Feywild, foresty type look. That's why I'm looking for bright colors. Wait for this to dry, then give it the light brushing of the other color. This is oregano and parsley. Oops. Let this dry up. Let me see how that looks. Pat it a little bit. This is how it looks. Just waiting for it to dry up a little bit so I could add the mushrooms. So while the fairy ring itself is drying up, we're gonna add this light color. This is I don't know if you can see that, mint green. Still waiting for the ring to dry, and this purple one here is gonna get this, I don't know if you can see the name of that, grape taffy. I don't think I used this color before on anything. There goes the finished product, I guess. Little glamour shot. I try to put one of each mushroom that I did, you know, one of the little beady eyes, the foam balls, the pine cones, the one that I did with hot glue, you know, and the ones with the little beads. So I try to put a variation of shapes and different. different styles. That's how it looks. And let's see it just regularly on the table. And that's how it would look on a nice little map. I think it looks good. Dungeons and Chronics, get the crafting.